My group and I are going to start this with giving a quick illustration of the U.S. border. I will be playing a U.S. Border Patrol. What's your reasoning for coming to the United States?
I want to seek new employment.
Okay, this is Ron. You get to go.
Thank you.
How's it going, sir? What's your reasoning?
Studying.
Okay, all right. Looks like you're on a student visa. You get to go.
Thank you.
Well, ma'am, what's your reasoning for coming to the United States? All right, I'm going to have to search your backpack. All right, looks like it's good. Okay. Our topic is illegal immigration, citizenship, and border security. I'm going to start the presentation by giving you all a quick little overview of the statistics. $113 billion annually is what it's costing America and its citizens. That equates to about $1,000 per household annually for everybody in the household. 62% is the number of Mexican immigrants coming across the border each year. Since 2000, the unauthorized population has grown by 27%, 62 of those being Mexican. Why is there so many coming from Mexico? That leads into the next number being 24,534. That's the number of known deaths caused by the illegal cartel activity in Mexico. Estimates are well over 30,000. And since last year, there's been 3,912 deaths in the city of Juarez. That's a 60% increase from 2009. So people are wanting out of Mexico, and we don't want them to come. $49 billion is the cost it would take to build a 700-mile fence starting in San Diego, going to almost Texas. The length of the actual border is 1,950 miles. So, is it effective? Some people say yes. I don't see how it could be. We have 106 miles currently boarded up by fence. So even now, building 700 miles of fence, you're still leaving over half of the border unprotected. And the $49 billion doesn't even include private contractors and private land you have to purchase to be able to build the fence. And then 1% is the estimated number of actual drug profits seized by the U.S. on a yearly basis. So, to begin, we're going to set up how can we best uphold the principles upon which the United States was established while at the same time ensuring the safety of our citizens. We're going to show you a quick little video to
coming to America since ancient times, and they still come. Some of them illegal. Let me break it down. There's a total of about 11 million illegal immigrants in the U.S. More than half come from Mexico. Now, the issue is very complicated, but in simple terms, it's like two next-door families. One is richer than the other, so friends and neighbors come to the rich house to earn money and sleep over. It's no secret that being a good neighbor can be hard sometimes. Guests overstay their welcome, and sharing can be difficult when many believe there's not much to go around. It's also become a hot-button political issue. Hispanic voters in the U.S., for example, have skyrocketed by 21% since 2004 to nearly 1 in 10 voters. Opponents of reform say illegal immigrants are overwhelming U.S. jobs, hospitals, and schools. Just so you know, about 7% of K-12 students have at least one undocumented parent. As for hospitals, 6% of illegal immigrants use ERs when they're sick or for healthcare advice. Jobs? Some people think illegal immigrants take jobs that Americans simply don't want. Unauthorized immigrants make up 12% of all construction workers. Hospitality leisure workers, 10%. Now, it may surprise you, but being an illegal immigrant is not a crime. I repeat, it's not. It's a civil offense. Arizona passed a controversial law that would let police check people's immigration status when there is simply no other reason to stop or question them. Opponents said the law was unconstitutional and would lead to racial profiling. Even during courtroom battles, other states considered similar laws. Supporters said they wanted the law because Washington wasn't protecting the border against Mexican drug traffickers crossing into America to commit violent crime. President Obama has promised reform.
Yes, we can.
For decades, his predecessors have been struggling to figure out how to deal with illegal immigration. CNN polling shows Americans support by a slim margin building a long fence on the U.S.-Mexico border to keep illegal immigrants out. Now, polls also have shown that most Americans favor by a wide margin letting illegals stay in the U.S. if they have jobs and pay all back income taxes. One thing's for sure, America and Mexico will always be neighbors, and people likely will want to come to America for the foreseeable future.
Okay, one of the main things in immigration is protecting our borders, and that's where the problem with immigration starts, because how they're getting in is through our unsecured borders. President Obama on July 1st, 2010 said, "The southern border is more secure today than at any time in the past 20 years. However, that doesn't mean we have work to do, and we have to do that work. But our borders are just too vast to be able to solve the problem with only fences and Border Patrol agents." He says that just won't work. And so I'm going to give you just a quick history of the Border Patrol. What the Border Patrol is it's a mobile, uniformed law enforcement of the Department of Homeland Security. And it was originally established in 1924. And it was actually created by an act of Congress passed in response to increasing illegal immigration. And the priority mission of the Border Patrol is preventing terrorists and terroristic weapons, including weapons of mass destruction, from entering the United States, as well as preventing drugs and smuggling of humans inside the borders as well. After 87 years of the Border Patrol being created, their mission still remains the same. They still work tirelessly in every environment and every type of weather to protect our borders. Some of the strategies on the southwest border of the United States, so where the Mexican border is what they've tried to do to help it is increase the number of agents. They put 12,000 National Guard troops in place. Then they started this thing that's called the Southwest Border Initiative, and it's where they screened 100% of large vehicles coming in through the southwest border, and that's the first time that's ever been done. And then also the Department of Homeland Security has deployed thousands of technology assets